The following is a presentation of the FNX Network, fnx.network. On this episode of Casual Mode, we've got big news from a major online video hub, we've got the postmortem for WWE Battleground, a review of Card Hunter for the PC, and in silly news and dumb tweets, the worst possible way to get salmonella. It's Casual Mode episode 24, and it starts right now. It's Casual Mode with Jeremy and David, episode 24 for July 24th through 27th, 2015. Turn and face the strains. Hello everyone and welcome to Casual Mode, the podcast for geeks of all trades and masters of none. I am your host as always, Jeremy, and unfortunately still not with me this week is my co-host, tag team partner, David. He has been still having to focus on personal issues. He may still be here in bits and pieces of this episode, but I'm not going to promise that outright. Because, aside from that, he's going up to see his fiancée, Maggie. So they're spending some time together this weekend. And also, he has been focusing on his gaming channel, kind of offshooted from here, called Ace of Hearts Gaming. I'm going to have the link to that down in the gaming section, actually, of the show notes for very good reason. Because, well, we'll revisit that later. But, he's been working on that. He's been doing playthroughs. His Five Nights at Freddy's marathon is over there, as well as some other stuff. And his fiancée Maggie and Petra are going to be helping him with that as well. They are not leaving the show. You know, we're not planning on closing down Casual Mode. You know, they're not leaving me all out high and dry. It's just they want to do a side project to kind of hedge his bets, for lack of a better phrase, for the YouTube side of things. And yeah, I get that. Honestly, I wish I could do more personally for this channel than I can. But, well, part of the reason we were off last week is because I had to reinstall Windows on my laptop. Thank you, Windows. Thank you so much. Yeah, I had to reinstall Windows on my laptop, partially because Skype was starting to have crashing issues when I tried to use my recording program. So, that of course put a damper in things last week. And also, I was not feeling very well physically or really mentally last week. I've never been diagnosed with anything like depression or anything like that, but I'm pretty certain I might have them just because of the way I react to things sometimes. And unfortunately, it really got in the way of things last week. But I am here, re-energized, raring to go. And for those of you who are watching the YouTube side, new graphics! Those of you who are listening to the MP3 version of this have no idea what I'm talking about. Go to the YouTube side. You'll find out. But yeah, new graphics, new logo. We've done some changes here, you know. Changes, turn and face the strains. Wow, my voice cracked. I am clearly not David Bowie. A little too high for me. Bird is a baritone. You know, David Bowie's a tenor. I'm a baritone. We have some long overdue thank yous, though, with some of our content as well. The video loop, for one thing, came off of movieloops.info, if I remember correctly. I don't even remember where the new logo that we generated came off of. Oh, God. My memory is terrible. But of course, the music on this show, we did have for the longest time, when it was on SoundCloud only, I did have a little thing, listing the songs that we use on the show. And I've been remiss in doing that for about 20 episodes. So, I'm going to try to remember to do this during the introduction segment of every show from here on out. Very much thank you to the Republic of Lights. Their song Got You Surrounded is our theme song. We use, there are 3 songs that the band Room for a Ghost has up on freemusicarchive.org that we have used for various things, bed music, promo bumpers. And we're also going to start incorporating some music from Kevin MacLeod of Incompetech. Incompetech.com is where you can go to get his stuff. All of this is royalty free, as long as you attribute. Please forgive me for being lax in my duties, all 3 of you entities. Please accept my sincere apologies. My memory is terrible. If I don't outright write stuff down, sometimes I forget about it. That's why I sometimes stumble over words too, because this is all pretty much coming off of the top of my head, unless I have something that I'm looking at that tells me exactly what to say, like with the promo bumpers. I stumble over my words all kinds, and even sometimes, I mean, when you hear the promo bumpers, you don't hear me having to go through about 5 takes, because at some point I just go, shit. Oh, by the way, this episode, most definitely not family friendly. We tried that last episode, didn't go over very well, so fuck that. Not seriously, we aren't going to be like super sweary, but we are bringing back the hard language, so any of you who are still listening with your kids after having listened to the last episode, like all one of you, maybe, you're shit out of luck. I'm sorry. Alright, let's get on to some... I'm going to actually put a little bit of tech news here. First off, tech news regarding us. We've had some issues with SoundCloud, mostly due to the fact that I can't pay for the subscription to it anymore. So, unfortunately, our SoundCloud account kinda dead right now. As a result, our iTunes feed is also temporarily disrupted until we can get to a place where we're able to get that up and running again. So, as some of you may have noticed from last week, we do have Podomatic running as a backup for now. We may have to delete older episodes in order to put new episodes on there because I can't afford to subscribe to that either. But we've got it as a backup place, and if we have to try and do anything else for a backup for the MP3, we certainly will. So just be advised, if you're listening to this on YouTube, nothing has changed there. If you're listening to this off of the Casual Mode website and you're downloading there, or from FNX Network, which, by the way, new promo bumper for them at the beginning too. If you're listening on those and you're doing the MP3 link, then yeah, for this episode, again, no big deal. But if you know anyone who is subscribing to this on iTunes, you might want to let them know. And I certainly have on my Twitter account. Even so, please spread the word. iTunes feed temporarily disrupted. We're very sorry. I don't have the money to pay for it. I don't. I'm sorry. Anyway, 2 little bits of tech news. First off, for those of us who are running Windows, Windows 10 is less than a week away. July 29th. If I remember correctly from what I saw in the email, what is going to happen is it's basically going to pre-download the installer overnight, and then when you come in the morning, it'll give you a notification and say, hey, your free upgrade to Windows 10 is here. Would you like to go ahead and install it? Now, do be noted, if you do a lot of video game streaming, because I've had some people that I've come in contact with let me know about this issue. If you do video game streaming and you use OBS, you might not want to upgrade just yet, because from what I hear, Windows 10 has issues with OBS. not a problem for me because my laptop's a piece of shit and I can't stream. So just be advised, Windows 10 is coming very soon. There are plenty of reasons to upgrade, mostly that it's basically the apology for Windows 8. But there are still some reasons where you might not want to, especially if you do video game recording and video game streaming. So, just putting that out there for you. Also, big news, kind of land-shaking news in the realm of online video hubs. If any of you, for some weird reason, are on Blip, you probably already know this, but for those of you who watch videos on Blip and don't already know this, Blip is going to be shutting down for good on August the 20th. Yes, Maker Studios, who is owned by the Mouse now, has decided that, well, they really don't know what to do with Blip anymore, so they're just going to shut it down. That has sent quite a few producers into a frenzy of downloading their videos. In some cases, multiple hundreds of videos to be able to move them over to other platforms. There are some that have already shifted over to Screenwave and other sites, Vimeo, Dailymotion, stuff like that. So, and some of them also have YouTube backups, which is what Maker is suggesting for people who are partnered with Blip. But yeah, it's sending a lot of people into a frenzy of downloading videos and trying to archive stuff so that they can get it moved over to where they can keep making money off of the stuff that they've already made. And we certainly wish them the best of luck, and we hope that everything goes mostly problem-free for them. So to all of my video producer friends out there who have used Blip in the past and have not already made the transition, sorry for your loss, and I hope you're able to get on to a better platform, one that's going to be more stable for you and that's going to help you continue making money off of the wonderful stuff that you create for us. Alright, that's it for this segment of the show. Coming up next, silly news and dumb tweets, including the worst possible way to ever get salmonella. I'm not even kidding. Like what you're hearing? Well, feel free to subscribe to us and get new videos as they're released. And be sure to like and share this video, and go over to facebook.com/casualmodepodcast and give us a like. Thanks.